Watercolor techniques. My name is Bev Morgan. I'm a Hanover artist and teacher, and I plan to share some of my favorite techniques in watercolors with you. This technique is painting shadows on clothing, and you'll see an example on the painting I did through the Udemy watercolor workshop that I taught. And you'll see that I have done some shadows along the sleeves and the pants legs of this grandpa holding the grandson's hand. So in this little clip, I like to share how I did that painting of shadows on the clothing. And if you're interested, this workshop is on udemy.com. So happy painting and enjoy the watercolor technique. Okay, let's put that scrap there. I've got this practice sheet too here because I really want to review how I'm going to approach doing the shadows on this painting. So first I'm going to see how this looks like. So it's kind of, I'm just maybe going to add a little bit of more alizarin crimson, just a bit. Let's make it more of a violet color. Okay, so you're going to find that what I'm going to be doing is having one area like this with a nice straight drying line. I'm going to have another brush just wet with just water, dab it with a paper towel, and I'm just going to soften the edge. So when I do the clothing, you're going to see this practice over and over again. So I always have a nice clean brush, round brush, ready to go. I'm just going to do this arm as an example because it's kind of enlargement of what the painting is. So that way the camera can pick up a little bit. So this is going to be quite easy because all this on the right hand side here of the sleeve is in shadow. And you see that there's more of a distinct line here. So I'm not as concerned about softening too much. Go with a wet brush, and I'm just going to soften the edges just like so. You have to rinse this brush often, dab it on a paper towel. Just going to gather it across. And as I see, there's a drawing line here. Like that. Just dragging across. Where it gets complicated is where there's creases of the fold of the t-shirt, and you can see some light hitting some of the creases and some is in shadow. So that's where it gets complicated. So again, go where that crease is with the other brush. Just take some of the edge off, so that way you'll see a nice solid defined line on one side, and then you have it kind of disappearing on the other side. So that's how I'm going to approach this painting, because it may not be you may not be able to see the fine brush stroke I'm doing, but again, just going to go with a line here. And this is actually very dark here along the arm. Just going to grab some of that one on the left side, just soften it so you don't actually see that line at all, make it disappear. Just like that. So you'll see a larger image here, and I will take a picture of this and put it, kind of blow it up a little bit when I do more of the detail work on the video. Just something that you can compare it with. So now we're going to actually start painting, but this is good practice to have a sheet of paper of what color of shadow mixture you're going to have. Just practice softening some of those colors. going to stop pretty soon. But you'll see that from a distance you can actually see where the light is hitting everything. So I'm going to let that dry, and then we're going to add color on top of our shadows.